Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Jennifer's Lair. Sorry if I'm talking a little quiet. My husband's trying to sleep. I'm trying to do a video. It's kind of late at night, and I decided that I was going to do a video on Halloween, my Halloween recommendation DVD movie list. Well, Blu-ray DVD movie list for 2020 tonight. So, because I know that the days are going to go by fast, and I might not get this in right away as soon as I want to. So I would love to just get this in now because I have all the DVDs and things ready here in the stack. Well, DVD, Blu-ray, technically. But anyways, I want to start out with this very first one. They're not in any order, guys. It's just recommendation. Also, I would like to say this in the very beginning of this video. There's also other things like on TV, like I start early. I'm going to just set this down because it's making too much noise. But in the beginning of like September, October, they have like, Food Network comes out with like Halloween Wars, and they have like Halloween Baking Championship, and then you have like Freeform, and they bring out some, cute, spooky movies. And then, there's all these other things that are going on. So it's like, whoa, you get, when it comes to September and October, there's like a lot going on. And so I decided to put this recommendation list together for you early. So hopefully I can put it on early on my channel here so that you guys can see it. But also I'd like to recommend some shows on TV first, which of course, I don't have the DVD covers to or anything like that because I don't really know if some of these even you can own them. You may be able to own them, but I'm not really 100% sure. But one of my recommendations is this. It's a paranormal show. Actually, most of these are going to be paranormal shows because I am big into that. If I could ghost hunt, I would, guys. I believe in ghosts 100%. I would love to be a ghost hunter, like a ghost investigator. It would be so much fun. But if I could guarantee that no entity would cling to me or follow me home and then start all kinds of chaos in my home, I wouldn't want that, If I could guarantee that nothing would come home with me, I would really love it. Or be possessed by something. I don't want that in real life or anything. I like watching these shows. I learn a lot from these shows. I don't question the people that tell the stories in these shows. I believe completely 100% that there is ghosts. So, have I seen ghosts myself? Yes, and I will share my story with you guys in another video because I think I went through some of this last year, but maybe I didn't put the videos up. I just don't remember. But I will get into some stories for you guys, and then you can hear them again or whatever. And I've got new stories. So we'll get into all of that later. Not in this video, but a later video. It's kind of me building stuff up for Halloween anyways. So anyways, I wanted to get into like this. Okay, some of these paranormal shows that I'm gonna like suggest you guys watch are really good ones. Like there's one called Paranormal Survivor. It's on Travel Channel. Very good show. Um it's about people telling their own true stories about their experiences. And then they kind of do a reenactment type thing, which I love those types ones. It's almost like a haunting as well. I'm actually drooling because I'm in love with these things. Sorry. Not sorry. um it's like the it's like the paranormal ones. Like the A Haunting. It's called A Haunting, and they have like the reenactment, and then they have like the people telling the real true story. those ones I like as well. And it kind of reminds me of like the Paranormal Survivor one. Very good. They're both very good series. If you guys haven't, check them out. I believe that they both run off Travel Channel, if I'm correct. Well, I know that the Survival or Paranormal Survivor does run off the Travel Channel. I'm not sure about the A Haunting. It used to be on, I believe it was History Channel or something like along those lines. I recommend those two. I also recommend Believers, which is on Saturdays on Travel Channel. That one's a good one as well. And then also I like the Osbourne's new show. That one's that's a good one too. So if you guys ever get to see that one, they kind of like the Osbournes, they watch the videos of like people's videos who have captured like UFOs or the paranormal on, you know, their phones or wherever, and they watch the videos, and then they have a meter, the boogie woogie meter, and they rate what they think the video would be. Is it is it a good, is this really a ghost, or is, and they have I can't remember if it's like one, I want to say it's 1 through 10 or something, maybe. If I'm wrong, correct me in the comments, but I believe it's 1 through 10. Anyways, Punky just came in here, so I'm waiting kind of to see what she's gonna do. Yeah, there might be some noise, so sorry. Okay, and then I would like for you guys to recommend you guys watch some of these other shows. Like there's another paranormal show that I like. I can't remember what it was. Well, I know that Jack Osbourne, he does one too. It's called Portals to Hell, if you guys have ever seen it. They go in and they check out haunting places and things and take EPs and all that good stuff. So if you guys ever want to watch those types of things, they're on Travel Channel. The tripod might get moved a little bit because Punky is rubbing up against it. She's in here and Charmy's in here. Charmy's taking a nap and she's just kind of, yeah, Punky wants to have some attention. We have 4 cats, by the way, if you guys are just tuning in and don't know. We have 4 cats. So Charm, which I call her Charmy. Pumpkin, which I call her Punky. Then we've got Moony, which I call Moon Pie. And then we have Raven. So we've got 4, and Raven's black, by the way. So 1 black cat, 1 white cat. Well, she used to have spots, but for some weird reason, her spots were dark, by the way. And it was just, it's crazy. They just came off. They're not there anymore. So that was a weird situation altogether. And then one of her eyes, like, because Corsica, my other one who passed away, she actually had 1 baby blue eye and 1 like greenish color eye, or like a green color eye. And Mooney's eye, if you look at it, she's got normally green eyes, but then if you look at her, she's got a lot of blue in the one, and then sometimes it just turns all blue. And she used to have like a marking on her head, like maybe a couple in a different spots or whatever, and it was like dark gray. And now she doesn't have any markings. She's completely white. And that was just like Corsica, my cat that passed away. It's strange. It's really strange, guys. But I just love them all so much. They're all just so cute with their individual personalities and stuff. But I just think it's weird that Mooney's looking a lot like Corsica. It's kind of freaking me out a little bit. Just saying. Anyways, let's get back to what we were talking about. We're talking about the movies for 2020, my recommendations for around Halloween time and for all year round. It's not just for Halloween time. You can keep Halloween alive by watching these awesome videos. So we're going to get into all of these, well, not videos, DVDs and Blu-rays. So my first one, and these aren't in any order, guys. This one is kid-friendly. and it's Casper the Friendly Ghost. And I remember as a kid, I used to watch the cartoon a lot. I used to watch things like The Monsters, The Addams Family, I Dream of Jeannie, Bewitched, those types of things, Scooby-Doo, and the Ghostbuster cartoons. I love them. Well, and My Little Ponies and some other ones too, but mostly it was just spooky things that I loved. But this guy here, he had a cartoon series. I don't know how many seasons it ran or anything like that, or how many episodes, but it was a good cartoon. Very funny and stuff, and light. Anyways, this movie here is a really good movie, and I think Freeform played it, so that's why mine's still sealed, because I always catch it on Freeform. Of course, they take some stuff out, I think, but I just watch it. But anyways, this is one of the good, one of the ones that I would, recommend children can watch. But, your own discretion, it's your choice. But I think this one would be a child-friendly film. So I like this one a lot. So this is one of the ones I recommend around Halloween time, or, if you're going to watch. Now, I wouldn't recommend watching all of these because you're not going to have time for like Halloween time. You won't have time to watch all these movies. So I usually try to start in advance watching all these movies because it's, just to make sure I get them all in, because like I said, in September and October you have things like, Halloween Wars and, all the other good shows. So it kind of packs in pretty fast. But here's one of the very first one, Casper the Friendly Ghost. The next one I recommend is the Ghostbusters 1 and 2. These are awesome movies, but when I was a child, I'm not even gonna lie, I was scared of the guy in the painting, and I was also scared of when the librarian got scared. That scared the hell out of me. I don't know why, and I laugh about it now, but it just did. So I mean, this can be a friendly child movie, but to some people who are more sensitive, like some kids might be more sensitive to this, I would, I don't know. You can use your own discretion as advised for these. But I like them. I think they're fun, and I've grown to love them. So, yeah, they're just fun movies. And also the cartoon was really great of this. I love how they portray Slimer in the cartoon. It is hilarious. He is so funny. Oh my goodness. I love it. I remember as a child, my mom, she during Halloween time, they had a special, like a Halloween cartoon special thing, and she taped it. She taped the Ghostbuster Halloween cartoon for us kids. I remember by the time we got done watching, because we used to watch that tape all the time. It was recorded from TV on those old VHS tapes. We watched and watched and watched and watched that movie until I think the tape was really worn, because it got a lot of play. But it was one of my favorite cartoons as a child. Well, other than My Little Pony and Rainbow Bright and things kind of like those. But Ghostbusters was up there, so I love it. And I don't know how many episodes it aired for, or how many even seasons it has. But if you guys know that, leave it in the description down below in the comments. I would love to know. Maybe I should Google it sometime. But these are good movies, guys. Recommendations. Now I'm going to be doing these through all kinds of years. There might be some from, these are all going to be like through 70s, 60s, or whatever, through 2020 pretty much. So this is going to be a wide range of movies. The next one we're going to get into is the Monster Family. I have not seen this one, guys, but I recommend it because I've heard good things about it. I've seen the trailer, and it looks like a fun movie. And this one actually looks good for kids, too. I mean, just by watching the trailer, it was really funny. And I think that kids would enjoy this. I can't wait to really watch this and see what it's like. But I'm recommending it because it's, you know. The next one is Dracula. I love Dracula. I love the old school black and white movies. I also like Frankenstein. Frankenstein is one of my favorites as well. And I love these black and white movies. I didn't really think that I was going to, but I gave it a try. And now I'm like hooked. I like these ones somewhat better than the other ones. Some, you know, there's just a realness to them, and I really like it. I enjoy these movies. So this one's still in the packaging because I have this one on a different disc that has multiples of Dracula, which I think it's in this list. So we'll get to that. It'll probably show up here shortly. Bela Lugosi's Dracula, the Legacy Collection. I have yet to watch this as well. I just realized that this existed, so I'm going to be watching this soon. I think this is going to be awesome. It comes with like, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 little things on this for special features. So I can't wait to watch this. And it includes original Spanish version of Dracula from 1931, Dracula's Daughter from 1936, Son of Dracula from 1943, and The House of Dracula from 1945. This is going to be awesome. I cannot wait to watch this. This is going to be great. Excited to see this. And, of course, it's in black and white, guys, but you know, I love Dracula, so, and I love vampires, so I'm excited to see that. And speaking of which, we've got, this is the one that I usually watch. It's got like Dracula, Dracula's Daughter, Son of Dracula, House of Frankenstein, House of Dracula, Abbott and Costello's Meet Frankenstein. And the Dracula is from 1931, they have on here. Dracula's Daughter is from 1936. Son of Dracula is from 1943. And the House of Frankenstein, excuse me, from 1944. And the House of Dracula is 1945. Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein is from 1948. So these are awesome. I've watched this time and time again. I love them. The thing of it is okay, in real life, I love vampires. I love vampires, I thought, more than Frankenstein. But then when I saw this Frankenstein, it changed my mind completely. I was like, oh my God. Like, I love Frankenstein more than vampire for these movies. I love Frankenstein. I don't know what it is, but oh my God, I'm obsessed with the Frankenstein stories. They are so good. Dracula is good too, don't get me wrong, but out of these particular ones, I prefer Frankenstein. I don't know why. It's weird because I'm a vampire person. I love vampires. I'm a vampire girl. So it shocked me as much as anyone to just say that out loud even. But this is these are some really good movies. And I like the fact that they're in black and white and they're older, you know. It gives me like a perception to, you know, and I really enjoy these old movies because it gives me more respect for the new ones, you know, because without these ones, we couldn't have new ones. And so it's always so nice to revisit the history of the film behind Dracula, because there's so many stories of Dracula now, like Dracula 2000, Dracula Untold, and there's like plenty of Dracula out there. So this one I really am enjoying. and I just highly recommend. And speaking of which, I've got these. The double feature of Tales of Frankenstein. Now, this one here, this one, I have not seen this one yet. I don't think. And my husband bought this at a thrift store and knew that I loved Frankenstein. So I am going to have to watch this and I will do a review. But you know what? I recommend it anyways because I feel like it's Frankenstein. It's going to be good. So check this out and check any of these out and leave them in the comments below if you liked the movies and what you liked best about them, or if there was a certain movie that was your favorite on this list. Leave them in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you guys. For real, like, leave them in the comments below because I'd love to hear what your opinions are and what your favorites are around this time of year to keep Halloween alive, or every day to keep Halloween alive. What's your favorites for movies or DVDs? Let me know in the comments below, please. I would love to hear it because maybe there's some that I don't know about that I could check out and learn from you guys. I think that would be cool. Here's another one, Frankenstein Complete Legacy Collection. This one includes Frankenstein from 1931, The Bride of Frankenstein from 1935, Son of Frankenstein, which is 1939, The Ghost of Frankenstein, which is 1942, Frankenstein Meets the Wolfman from 1943, House of Frankenstein 1944, House of Dracula 1945, and Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein 1948. And there's bonus features on this one. These two here I got at Walmart a while back. These ones were from Walmart, and I want to say they were right around this time of year, like right around Halloween, like August, September, or October. They usually have like these on the end caps, and I believe they had the Mummy too, but I don't know why. I don't think I grabbed the Mummy. I would like to see more of the Mummy though, but I grabbed these two because I knew they were going to be some of my favorites. I just knew it. The Dracula one I really wanted, but then I was like, oh, I need the Frankenstein too as well. So I recommend, I recommend all of these. If you can, it's just kind of a nice refresher thing, and to keep, like I'm saying, like keep all the years, like these are from like 1930s and, 40s and stuff. And so it's kind of nice to go back and visit, that history. Without these films, we wouldn't have the films that we have today. So it's kind of like paying respect and stuff. And you might actually really love them like I do. They're very good. And I love the black and white movies now. Here's another one I did get from Walmart. And I think I got this one at the same time as I got the Frankenstein and Dracula. And this one has the Mummy in it. This is a Hammer horror series. It's an 8-film collection. It has Brides of Dracula, The Curse of the Werewolf, The Phantom of the Opera, which I love, by the way. The Phantom of the Opera was really, really good. I don't know about any remakes or anything, but this one was really good. And I don't think I've ever seen any of the other ones. I should look that up and Google it if there is any more Phantom of the Operas, so that maybe I can check out like a newer version or something. That would be something I would love. And then maybe I could do a review on that. The Kiss of the Vampire, Nightmare, Night Creatures, The Evil of Frankenstein. So those are all on this DVD. And this one came, like I said, this one was just like the one that I had, or that I had gotten from Walmart. So they should be coming out with these pretty soon. I think they had them last year as well, but I just don't remember. I would like to get more of the Mummy because I think The Mummy would be intriguing for me. And here we go. Okay, now we're getting into somewhat the Frankensteins. Victor Frankenstein. This one was a really good movie. I actually went to see it with my husband in the theater when it came out, and it is so good. It is really good. It like keeps you going. It just really keeps you watching because there's so much action in it and things. I really loved it, and they did a very good job with the production because they made it look like it was from like, you know, the older times and everything, that the doctor did, like, you know, make Frankenstein. It it's a good movie, guys. It's about Frankenstein and how he was built and all that stuff, and this is a good movie. So I'm not going to do any spoilers or anything on it, but it's a bit sad. So that's all I'm going to say. So check this movie out because I think you'll really like it. Then we got I, Frankenstein. This movie is another action movie. It's a very good movie. I'm going to have to rewatch this movie again because it's been a little bit. I'm not going to lie. It's been a little bit since I've watched this movie, but I remember liking it. So that says tons. I'm really going to have to watch it again. And I love the fact that there's like flying gargoyles and stuff on the cover and stuff. So this one was a good one that I remember. I remember it was good, but I just can't remember like the gist of it. But it's, I guess it says here in like on the back, it says it's a fast-paced and slicky made film. So, but check this out, guys. This one we watched this last year because my mother-in-law had never seen it. If you don't know, me and my mother-in-law, we get together and we watch movies all the time. We watch like Halloween around like October. We get together like a day when our schedules will allow, and we will get together and watch like any like movies that we get. But it's not just any movies. It's movies that we haven't seen. I've already seen this, but she hadn't. So I was like, yes, you need to watch this. You need to see this movie. This movie is really good. And I believe this one came out in like the 90s. But what we do is, I call it like blind watching movies. We get together and we'll veg out and we'll eat lots of, you know, snacks, and we'll have our dinner. You know, we'll go out and get dinner and bring it back in, and we'll watch the movies in the layer here, and we'll watch them till the wee hours. We just binge watch all night. And what we do is we usually get movies that we haven't watched before or we haven't seen or anything, and I'll Google them. Like, I've already got all the movies for this year and then some, because I kind of went a little overboard and a little crazy. And I got a bunch of vampires because we're going to watch just strictly vampire movies. We're going to binge watch them all night. And so I, you know, went online and I bought some and stuff. And they're fairly cheap because they're older movies. I tried to keep them like, you know, 60s, 70s. Some are like, you know, 80s, 90s movies, you know, stuff that I have not seen. And some of them are in the 2000s as well, but they didn't cost a whole lot because they're older movies. You know, there might have been a couple that are newer, but I wanted to see those anyway. So we're probably going to end up getting together like a couple days because we have more than enough movies for one night. We have actually way more. So we're going to be getting together for quite a few nights to watch movies here. And I'll probably start shortly here. And maybe I'll record some if you guys want to watch us watch movies or something. This one's called My Boyfriend's Back. And it's got romance in it. It's comical. It's really fun. And I don't want to do any spoiler alerts, so I'm not going to say much, but the guy dies and he's still in high school, and his dream is to is to get this girl, and she's like popular and everything, and his dream is to go to prom with her and do things with her. So but anyways, it's a really cute story, and it's funny, and it's witty, and it's just it's a fun movie. So if you guys like this kind of stuff, you should check this out. And yeah, it's like I want to say that this is like an 80s movie, or it could be a 90s movie. I just can't remember. All I know is that I love this movie. It's a cute movie, so I really can't see where it's at. I really don't remember when this was. I'm trying to read the back, but it's really small lettering, so it makes it very hard to see. Anyways, I think this is a 90s movie or 80s. If you guys know for sure, just write it in the comments below. Thanks. All right, and here we go. Vamps. This one we watched for the very first time. We never seen it before, and I think the reason why I had never seen it before is I moved here, whatever, and I didn't really have anyone to go with to watch this movie in the theater, so I completely missed it. And so I was looking up vampire movies, and this came across, and we watched this last year when we got together, me and my mother-in-law. And so this one's a really good movie. It's funny. It's really a lot. It's funny, and if you like fashion and things like that, you can't take this as a serious vampire movie, really. I mean, because it's so funny. So if you're looking for something like bloody and gory and all this stuff, this is not going to be a movie for you. This is comical, and it's got Alicia Silverstone in it, and she is freaking hilarious. I love this movie. It's kind of one of my favorites for like comedy type of vampire movies. So you guys should check that out. It's about like fashion and things, and they're going to clubs, and they're just having fun. They're two girls in the city, and they're living life. They're living it up, even though they're kind of dead because they're vampires. So you guys should check this out when you guys have a chance. One of my favorites, kind of, for vampire comical. Here is another movie that's one of my favorites for vampire and have them be comical. Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the movie. I haven't seen the TV show as much as I would have liked with Sarah Michelle Gellar. I should try and find it somewhere and watch it, because I'm kind of curious about the show. I watched some of it, I think, but then I don't know why I stopped watching it or something, but I should really try and find that and try to give you guys an honest review on that. But anyways, this movie came out way before the show, and I just love this movie. I love it a lot. I like it's about this girl, and she's got this birthright, and her birthright is to be a vampire slayer. And at first she doesn't want to, because she's very popular. She just doesn't want to. She's like, what? She's like, I don't want to be the chosen one, And the guy that is older, he has to convince her of her birthright to kill vampires, and she has to kill the head one in order to kill them all and save everything. And I'm not gonna do any spoilers here, but that's kind of what it's about. Luke Perry is in this movie, and as anyone knows, he has passed away, and I really loved him. He was my favorite on 90210, Beverly Hills 90210. He was my favorite. He is so cute. He was my crush. I loved him. I loved his character, and in this too, as Pike. Yes, his name was Pike. He was named after a fish. Ha 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 ha. This is a good movie, guys. It's a funny movie, comical. It's got some serious parts in it, And for the most part, I really love it. And I really do love the soundtrack. I own the soundtrack. I don't know if I own it anymore, but I do have it on my Spotify list. So I really love this movie, guys. So you guys should check out the soundtrack and this movie. It's really good. And especially if you love Luke Perry like I did, you won't mind watching this movie. You'll actually be jealous of her. Just saying. The next one is My Best Friend is a Vampire. This one's another like 80s movie, 80s, 90s movie. I love this movie. This movie is so good, guys. And I had seen it I think I seen this on Netflix one night. One night I was just going through stuff and I'm like, what is this? And so I started watching it and I was like, wow, how come I've never seen this before? This is a good movie, guys. It's about this teenager and he kind of messes around with this vampire female and he gets bit. She bites him and then he turns into a vampire and then his world kind of turns upside down. Very good movie. Not going to say anything else what happens in the movie. You guys have to watch, but very good movie, guys. Very good. That's why I recommend this one too. All right, this next movie is Hotel Transylvania. And yes, I got this at a thrift shop. And it was only that much. I didn't take the tag off, but that's cool. It's fine, because I thrift. I'm no shame to my game, but it was a Blu-ray thing, and I just found it and bought it. This is cute. For kids, it has some humor. I really like these messages that it tells too in the movie. I recommend this for kids for sure. And the next one I have the second one here. I got this at Walmart a while back. It still hasn't been opened, so but here's this one. And I remember seeing this. I think I went to the theater to see this. I recommend this for children too. And I think this movie is just so funny. It's got a lot of funny parts in it, just like this one. And I also will say that this has a good message in it, just like the first movie. They did a really good job at, just kind of putting messages in these cartoons for kids to, realize things. And it was nice, and to bring it to kids' attention. Here's another one. I have not seen this one though, so I couldn't tell you what's going on there, but Hotel Transylvania 3. I have not watched this yet. I was waiting for my mother-in-law to come over and watch it with me, so we might binge watch all three of these in one night and just do it. But I recommend this probably for children too, because it's part of the Hotel Transylvania. How bad can it really be? And I'm sure it's funny just like the other ones. So I recommend this too. Even though I haven't watched it yet, I still recommend it because it's part of the Hotel Transylvania stuff. The next movie this one's an older movie too. This one's called Interview with the Vampire. The Vampire Chronicles. And of course it has Brad Pitt in it, Christian Slater. And this is and Tom Cruise. This one is just a really good movie, guys. I really like it. Even though there's sad parts, I'm not going to discuss them. I'm not going to spoil alert, but this is a really good movie, and this is it. I like this one as a vampire movie, because this is how vampires really are. So, but I like this movie. And here is The Winchester. This movie is based on a true story, guys. And I love the clothing that they portray. Like the actress in this, she wears beautiful black dresses. Of course, I love black. she has the most beautiful Victorian clothes ever. I would so wear what she wears in these films. They are so beautiful. I love it. This is a real true story. If you guys don't know, I'm going to tell you a little bit about the real true story, but it's not made exactly like the true story. But Sarah Winchester was married to Mr. Winchester. Mr. Winchester, he was known for making the rifle, like the Winchester rifle, and there's still like the ammunition is still good for purchasing, because I've seen it at Fleet Farm, I think it was, a while back. I think my husband actually just bought some of that. Anyways, they made the guns, and then they made the ammunition, the bullets. And anyways, her husband, they believe this now. They moved, I believe it's California, San Francisco area, where this house is. I could be wrong, but that's what I thought I remember. I'm trying to do this by memory, but my memory is somewhat horrible. But maybe sometime I will do another video on the information on this, and I will, Google everything, make sure everything's good. So just take this information somewhat with the grain of salt with about where this house was. And I'm sorry if you hear blowing noses. Zane's got allergies. My stepson has allergies, so just so you know. Anyways, we're going back to this. Sarah Winchester was married to Mr. Winchester, who made the Winchester rifle and ammunition for the rifle, bullets. And what happened is he made this stuff, and they believe firmly that the people that were killed by the ammunition and the guns, they actually, the spirits of those loved ones, or the spirits of those people who were killed, had came back to life, or in spirit form. So they came back there. They had unfinished business. So of course, she had one daughter, and her daughter passed away of some kind of mysterious illness, and I can't remember what it was, but I can look that up later and let you guys know what it was, because I want to be kind of precise on this, because this is based on a true story. But she had something, and it was like kind of, I think, I want to say it was smallpox, but I could be wrong, so don't, Anyways, her little girl, she got sick with this illness and died. Then her husband ended up having an illness as well, but it wasn't related to anything the daughter had, and he passed away. Then she believed that the spirits that were, in the house, because she was all by herself, so she started building, because the spirits were telling her to build. And so she was building this house, trying to confuse the spirits and everything. There was 13 stairs, there was 13 doors, 13 floors, 13, the number was 13. There was 13 nails and 13 hooks in the closets and everything. I mean, there was 13 everything. And sometimes the doors would open to nowhere, like it would open to outside, and you could be on the second or third floor. Sometimes the stairways, they would go to nowhere. They would lead to nowhere, because, well, she's trying to confuse these spirits. And then at 12 o'clock every night, she would have a seance, and she would talk to the spirits or whatever. And apparently she was trying to help them cross over, because they had that unfinished business with that. Her husband, the rifle and the ammunition, she believed, that killed them, left them with unfinished business. So that's kind of where, but she was trying to confuse the spirits and leading them to nowhere, like the doors and all that stuff. So, this is kind of a true story, and I believe you can tour the mansion still. And I don't know how much it is or anything, but man, I would love to go tour that mansion, because one of the workers got interviewed in an interview, and it's not on here, but there was this interview. They were doing the Winchester House on the haunted history or something like that. They had interviewed a guy that had worked there, and he said that he saw Miss Winchester, like, right in, like, it was a silhouette of her wearing the clothes that she used to wear and everything, and she was outside. So, I mean, and she died, I think she died of just old age or something. She died, there was people working on that house day in and day out. And some people would die because it was like a 24/7 construction. So this house was under construction all the time, and she had money to build. She just kept building and building and building. So, I mean, it's easy for people to get lost, I'm sure, in the house. And that's kind of why they do a tour and stuff. They have tour guides that show, you go through with them and stuff like that. I would love to go through that house. I just wouldn't want the entities clinging to me, because you never know if there's like any entities that would cling to people or possess them or whatever. I would not want any part of that. But I would love to go in the house to see what it's like the 13 stairs and stuff. I've seen some video on the house itself, like they show some, but they don't go through everything with you, because, they want you to pay for the tour. And I would really love to see it firsthand. I think it would be cool. And I believe I think it's in San Francisco, California. I'm almost sure. But this movie, it's not really creepy and scary that much, but it is a good movie, and I do recommend it. It is really good, guys. It's a good history lesson. It's, well, excuse me, and it is kind of like, what she's trying to, it does tell her story. So you should most definitely watch this. Now, these two I haven't watched yet, but I'm going to put them on the list because I've watched some of these. Me and my friend Jason, we watched The Conjuring and Annabelle, and then we watched The Conjuring 2. And I don't think we watched Annabelle Creation. I don't think we watched that one, or The Nun. The Nun we didn't watch because when he was here last, the previews were on TV for the film in theaters. But here is, all of these films go together apparently. And these are from real true stories, guys. Some of this stuff is from true stories. So it really happened. And Lorraine, she just passed away not that long ago. The lady that this actually happened to. Her and her husband were ghost investigators. And apparently they would do exorcisms of houses and exorcism of things, and they would find haunted items. Like, of course, the main example here is Annabelle. That doll is actually a Raggedy Ann doll, and it is locked up behind a glass thing, and it's actually locked up with the rest of the haunted items that they've taken from homes. And there is so many, by the way, and my son's playing video games, so he gets all excited and stuff. I just laugh. I hear him in here all the time, and I just laugh because it's funny. But he actually kind of scared me a little bit because I'm talking about this stuff, and I'm like, whoa, what was that? Anyways, Annabelle and some of these other, like, they have tons of different haunted, like, items. Like, sometimes entities, they connect themselves through people, but then sometimes they connect themselves through things. Like, I just learned that mirrors are portals. I didn't realize that at all until I watched some of the my paranormal movies, or my paranormal shows. I think it was through the Paranormal Survivor I learned that. I was like, what? But apparently they can use mirrors as portals. Don't ask me how. I think they kind of explained how, but it's creepy. I don't want to think of mirrors as portals, but I mean, things happen. Creepy things happen. Anyways, um so they have this place and it's all locked up, but it's full of the things that they took from these houses that were haunted in their experiences through their ghost investigations and trying to help people rid their homes of these hauntings and stuff. So Annabelle is one of those things that something attached itself to. Another one is Robert. I don't know if you've ever heard of Robert the doll, but Robert is basically in a museum, and I believe it's Florida, and bad things happen to him. And Ozzy and Jack, they go on this world detour, and they go there, and they stop, and they see this doll, and you have to ask it permission before you take pictures, before you do anything. They don't want you touching these dolls, so even the Annabelle doll, you don't touch it. Something bad might happen. The Annabelle doll, I believe it's a 7-year-old connected to that doll entity, and I don't remember what happened to her, but there's something, she's connected to the Raggedy Ann doll. And it looks like a normal Raggedy Ann doll, but there's a whole story. And actually, this tells the story. Lorraine actually wrote this stuff down because this really truly happened, some of this stuff. So when you watch these, keep that stuff in mind, because a lot of this stuff it's not fake. It's somewhat real. These are based on true stories. And like I said, Lorraine just died, so they always went through her for producing these. And I believe she had in on this one. I believe she got this one in before she died. But I believe that there might be other ones there too. But like I said, in real life, they've got this place guarded of all the stuff that they've taken from houses that were entities were haunting them. So, yeah. So this stuff is really real. So I suggest like The Nun, The Conjuring, Annabelle, The Conjuring 2, and Annabelle Creation, and then this one, The Lorena, The Curse of La Lorena. And these are all they're not in order on this. I've seen the order and I can never remember which one is what. I want to say Annabelle is first, and then The Conjuring 2. But then it could be Annabelle and Annabelle Creation, and The Conjuring, and then The Conjuring 2, and then The Nun, and then this one. But I can't remember. I think this one's in the middle somewhere. Maybe this one's fourth. I can't remember. But if I figure it out, I'll let you guys know. But this one was a 5-film collection, and actually, I actually got this one from Walmart. This was in like the Walmart bin, and then I got this one online. I'm excited to watch all these, so excuse me. And I'm going to refresh my memory. I'm going to watch all of these, and then I'll give you guys a review possibly sometime on that. I'm sorry I'm yawning. I've just been up a lot. I've been up for a long time, so just kind of a little bit tired. Anyways, this one is the Halloween collection, the 3-film disc set. And Michael Myers is in these, so. And here's another one. This one's Halloween Unrated Director's Cut. And yes, I got it for $2 at a thrift store because sometimes I thrift, so. But I just think that these ones are, they kind of have to be. I mean, they're Halloween for, yeah, So they kind of have to be in the list. This one is a must-have too. This one is one of my favorite guys ever for Halloween. I have little patches in my car. My husband made some patches and he wanted to sell them, and I don't have any up here right now to show you, but they're of him, Sam. Sam is one of my favorites. He is awesome. This movie is completely awesome, guys. It's called Trick or Treat. And what it is, um, there is rules for Halloween. And if you don't follow the rules, he's going to come and get you. Because that's just the way he rolls. Cleaning up the yard before midnight, before Halloween's over, you're not supposed to do that. There's other, rules and regulations that he has. And this film is just, it's good. Let's just put it that way. It's good. There's a lot of there's just like a lot of different stories going on in it as well. So you really have to follow. But I think he is so cute. I just love him. He's one of my favorites. And he does not get enough love, I don't think. I like his half-eaten sucker and his little bag he carries and stuff. He's cute. I have him downstairs. I love him. He's one of my faves. So, if you guys like this type of stuff, I wouldn't consider kids watching this because this is not really a kid-friendly movie. So, I'm not going to spoil anything for anyone, but yeah, don't do it. He may look cute, but yeah, just don't do it. The next one I've got is Poltergeist. This one was another one, I think, from the $5 bin I got a long time ago, but I've watched it, so it's still in its wrapping. But this one's a really good one. And you know what's sad about this is the girl, in real life, she passed away. I don't remember what she passed away from, but she passed away, and that was sad. But this is a really good movie, guys, about the poltergeist and stuff. And I don't remember. I want to say this is based on a true story. And it might not be, but I don't remember. I want to say it is. I want to say it is, guys. It might be. There's some features. Special features are a documentary. Not really sure, but check it out. Just check it out and see if you like it or not. It's a poltergeist movie. All right, this one. I love this one. Okay, so some people are like, well, I don't want to see this, The Addams Family. I don't want to see this because this is going to ruin, the show Addams Family, or it's going to ruin, the movies of Addams Family. This is, a completely different one, and I love the message it sends. It sends a lot of stuff, and this one I recommend for kids because this one is it's really funny. It's an awesome movie, and I think everyone can enjoy it. It's a family-friendly movie. So if you guys want to watch a family-friendly one and you have kids there, you should watch this. It's really cute. I love this movie. And there's going to be no spoiler alerts from me because I'm not going to do that to you guys. But look at how cute the characters are just so cute here. I love it. Then, of course, after this is the Addams Family and Addams Family Values. And I love both these movies. They're both awesome and fun. And they're just part of Halloween. I also love the Addams Family as far as the TV shows. I do recommend watching the TV shows and the monsters too, because they're just fun shows to watch. They're a lot of fun. And yes, they have a lot of, and I believe that these ones would be really appropriate for kids. So I recommend these for kids. I would anyways. I don't know, you guys make your own decisions, but I think these would be cute for kids to watch as well. They've got some dark humor and some humor in there and stuff, and it's just fun. I mean, these are just fun movies, guys. So I recommend these as well, along with the TV shows, the monsters and the Addams Family. Here's one. Yes, I thrifted again. Coraline. And this is a Tim Burton film. And this is really cute. It's a cute movie. And it's for kids. And I recommend this for children. Because it's just a cute little spooky girl. And she's just doing her thing. And I like this movie. So check it out. And then we have Dark Shadows. This one's always a fun one to watch, and it's just so much fun. And this is another Tim Burton film, and it has Johnny Depp in it. And also, there's another one that I don't have. I think it's, I don't remember what it's called now, but it's another Tim Burton film, and I think that one would be good too. And it's on Netflix, I think. So check that out. And I really like this movie though, you guys. You guys should check this one out. That's all I'm going to say. And it's on Freeform a lot too. So if you don't have it on Blu-ray or DVD or whatever, you can always possibly catch it on Freeform. Hopefully they'll have it on this year. I always catch it. And it does have some dark humor in it. So, and it's really fun. It's about a vampire. So, and the vampire's family and everything. So check that out. This one, I don't know. Like, this one's called 9, and it's Tim Burton's movie. And it's just a cute little movie for kids. So you guys should just check this out too as well. I don't really have much to say about it because, you know, in all honesty, I don't remember watching this movie that much. I mean, I remember it was cute, and I remember it was kid-friendly. But I just don't, you know, I'll have to refresh my memory and watch this again. The next one is Legend of Sleepy Hollow. And this one's another Tim Burton movie. And it's also got Johnny Depp in it again. He likes to work with Johnny Depp a lot. And then he has his wife in a lot of these movies. And Christina Ricci is in this movie as well. And she's also in Casper the Friendly Ghost. And she's in a couple other movies, I think, that I have on this list. I just can't remember. Maybe she's only in the... Oh, no, she's in the Addams Family, too. What am I thinking? She plays Wednesday. But here we go. This is really cool. This is a good movie, guys. And this actually tells the story of, you know, the Headless Horseman and things. So, and this is a really good movie. So if you like the Legend of Sleepy Hollow, and you know what, just for fun, I ended up watching the Disney one one night, and it was really, really good. So if you ever get the chance to watch the cartoon, and I highly recommend kids watching that too, because it's not really, I mean, it's not really that scary, but it is in a way. But just make sure that, you know, they will be able to handle it. But it was a good cartoon, and this is a good movie. It tells about the Headless Horseman. So check this out. Then we have Frankenweenie, another Tim Burton film, and this one's with Disney. Now, if you really think about this, there's a couple of movies that go with this, and I believe it goes into like one story, and I'll tell you like the ones that I think. But this is about a kid and his dog, and his dog gets, I think he gets hit by a car. Anyways, yeah, because I will have to rewatch this as well. I know the dog dies at the beginning, but I'm not trying to spoil alert, but I'm just saying. But then he brings his dog back. And then there's other things that happen, and so I'm just going to leave it at that. But this is a cute story, and I love it. I love Sparky. Sparky, that's the name of the dog. And this is a very cute movie, and I recommend this for children. So Yes, this is a good one. And I think they also have, there's another, I believe there's something else in here too. There's another little cartoon in here, but where is it? I'm not really sure where it's at. Oh boy. I'm trying to think, because I know that there was like another... I'm not sure, guys, but there was another movie, I believe, in here. And it was like a little cute short story thing. And I can't really... The back of it's hard to read because it's so small print right now. My eyes are just getting worse, so I can't read very good, but I can't remember what it's called. Anyways, this movie's really cute for kids, and there is another little short movie or cartoon type of thing on there. Then we have The Corpse's Bride. This one was another $5 find in the $5 thing. This one I just love. Tim Burton film again. Good for children. Love it. Just love this. This is like the cutest, one of the cutest movies. Got some romance, got some dark humor, things like that. Very cute. Recommend this for children. Then we have, there's a two film collection, and it's the Gremlins 1 and 2. This, as a child, was so fun for me. I loved Gizmo. Gizmo was my buddy. He was cute. I loved him. I loved him in that pink Barbie Corvette car he used to drive around. That was so fun. I loved that. And then and they were funny too. Like the Gremlins were so hilarious. Like they dress up and put on makeup and everything, and they are so funny. Do I recommend this for children? It depends on the age, I think. And it depends on, if they get scared easy, because they are still like gremlins in this thing. I mean, they're not all cute like this guy, like Gizmo. Come on, They're kind of ugly like this guy, which is Stripe. I think that's his name. It's been years since I've actually seen this, but I do recommend these. These are fun family films. Very good. Love this. So if you haven't seen Gremlins 1 and 2, you need to check it out. This was at the $5 bin at Walmart just recently, so maybe you guys could go and check it out and see if you can find yourself a copy. My next one is Ed Scissorhands with Winona Ryder and Johnny Depp. And this one was out when I was a kid too. I love this movie. If you guys haven't seen it, you need to check this out as well. The mother of the girl that plays in the story, which Winona Ryder plays, she's like what do you call it? An Avon consultant, and she goes to house to house to house to sell things. And she takes her chances and goes up to this house, which is right here, the spooky house. She goes up there and knocks on the door, and she finds Edward there, Edward Scissorhands. And his hands are made of scissors, and he gets scared and stuff. She brings him back home, and then he starts getting popular and everything. So I'm just going to leave it at that. The story is really good though. But you guys need to check this one out as well. And this one, I believe this is directed by Tim Burton as well, which it shows. Very good movie. Very good. I love his movies, by the way, Tim Burton. He has so many good movies. And here's another one, Beetlejuice. This one was out when I was a kid too, and I love the cartoon, by the way. The cartoon of this movie is completely awesome. If you haven't seen the cartoon, you need to see if maybe you could check it out somewhere. It's a really funny, dark, humorous cartoon. I loved it. I used to watch it. I used to watch the Ghostbuster one too. I don't remember. I want to say that there was a Gremlins Gizmo cartoon too. Maybe there was. I can't remember, but maybe there was. If you guys remember a Gizmo and a Gremlins cartoon, leave it in the comments below. I can't remember, but I thought there might have been. Anyways, this is such a good movie. Um, the 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 owners of the house, which are these two, they pass away and then they return as spirits in their own home. But at first they don't realize that they're dead until after, a little while. And then by that time people start moving into their house. And so they want to scare them out of their house and they try. But then one of the little girl that comes and lives in the house with, well, she's kind of a teenager. She's dark and wears black and everything, gothic type, to herself pretty much. Love, she can see these guys and they're like, oh, she can see us, stuff like that. And so that's all I'm going to tell you guys about this story, but it is a really good story and you guys need to check this out. So if you guys haven't seen this movie, this is an older movie and it is really, really good. So I really advise to check this out. This is a good movie. And I believe it's directed by Tim Burton again. Another Tim Burton film, one of my all-time favorites, and I collect him because he's my favorite, Jack Skellington. Oh, The Nightmare Before Christmas. Do you watch it on Christmas or do you watch it on Halloween? Guess what? My answer is both. Both. I love, love, love this movie. This is a cartoon and I really highly recommend it for kids. So if, he sings, he dances, he has a dog named Zero, he has a girlfriend named Sally. Very good movie, guys. I love this movie a lot. This actually, one of the songs, This Is Halloween, it's actually one of my ringtones on my phone. I just love it. And of course, Marilyn Manson did a cover of this and I love his cover. So I play it in my car when, like right now, I've got it in my car on a mixed CD I made. Because sometimes I just do that. I make mixed CDs because it's just fun. And so I play it when I'm going Halloween shopping, which I have been doing some this year so far because it is August. So I have been doing some. I am super excited. So it kind of gets me in the mood and I just enjoy having, playing it in my car. So, but anyways, this is a Tim Burton film. It's very good. It's like clay animation type of movie. So, and it is really good though. I love this movie. And this particular one, this one was like an anniversary one. And it's got a sing-along on it. And I highly recommend this for kids. This is a good movie. And I just love it. It's one of my favorites. That's all I can tell you because I don't want to spoil anything for anyone who has not seen this movie. It's very important. So, I'm not going to say anything more. This is a good movie though, guys. Really good movie. Then we have Practical Magic. Yes, I've talked about this movie before, guys, in my witchy video, which I recommended just witchy movies. This one is one of my favorite movies of all time for just even watching it all the time. I love this movie. This movie is just so awesome. It's amazing. And Sandra Bullock, she's one of my favorite actresses. And she's in it. Nicole Kidman's in it. She looks beautiful, and so does Sandra in this movie. They did this movie so good, and it is really an awesome movie, and it used to be one of my all-time favorite movies, but now I like have a lot that are like tied, and this one's still up there too, but this is just a really good movie. It's about two girls, and they're cursed. Their love from like a old relative, and they're cursed, and when they hear this love struck beetle thing, they know that their love is going to pass away because that's part of the curse. So when they hear the beetle, they go after it, and their relative died of a broken heart, but she cursed, and she did like this curse that was going to go down from tradition to tradition because she never wanted to fall in love again because she got her heart broken. And so to prevent her from doing so, she made this curse. And so, like I said, it's going down from tradition. And so the two sisters here, which Nicole Kidman play and Sandra Bullock play, they're sisters. They are very close to each other, and they have this curse. And Sandra Bullock's character Sally, she doesn't like this curse. She just wants to be normal like everyone else. Nicole Kidman's character is more of a rebellious rebel type of character, and she goes after this guy, and this guy, he is bad news. He's not the... And so things happen, and I'm not going to tell you anymore, but it is a good movie, guys, and I think you will enjoy this movie. And of course, Sally, who plays, or Sandra Bullock's character, Sally, she has two girls, and the two girls kind of remind me of Nicole Kidman's character and Sally's character, Sandra Bullock's character. So yeah, you're going to want to watch this. This one's a really must. And I watch this one all year round. It's such a good movie. So if you haven't seen this yet, check out Practical Magic because it's really, really good. And then we have Hocus Pocus. Of course, this one's going to be on the list. I really love this movie. It's one of my favorites. And it's been around for a while now and everything, and it's a really good movie, and I really recommend for kids to watch it because it's just got so many cute little things in there, and it's funny, and it's about witches, and somebody lights a virgin has to light this black candle in their museum, which is their house, on Halloween night, and a virgin does light this black candle, and then the witches wake up, and then they run amok, which they run amok, and they have to eat a child, and so they can live. So I'm not going to say what happens, but it's an adventurous night on Halloween night. It's a really fun movie. I believe you guys will love it. And I love Binks. Binks the black cat is so cute. I love him. He reminds me of my Raven because we have a black cat named Raven, and I love that. I love it. But this one is a good movie. And like I said, these movies are in no order at all. So... but I highly recommend that, and it is a kids friendly movie. This one's called The Craft, and this movie, I really like it. It's about 4 girls, and they came from all walks of life. They basically they become friends and a coven, and they do all kinds of crazy things because they find out that they're witches. And what they did is they were 3, but then they were a 4th one, and they were dark, they were kind of like known as the dark witchy girls or whatever. But then they found out that the 3 of them, there was 3 of them in high school. they were just kind of hanging out together. And then they found out that Nancy was the fourth one, and she had just moved into town with her parents. And so their powers are complete when they had the fourth one, which was Nancy, who just moved there. So this is a good movie, guys. If you haven't seen it, I believe it's a 90s movie. I believe it's a 90s movie. It was from 1996, I believe. And so this is a good movie, guys. So if you haven't seen this, I recommend it highly for a Halloween list. 2020. And last but not least, Elvira, the Mistress of the Dark. Hell yeah. If you like dark humor, if you like witty humor, if you like, funny kind of sexual humor, whatever, this is your woman. She is so funny. This movie is hilarious, and I don't know, it might be a little bit risque for kids, but it's still a fun movie, and it's really funny. My friend's daughter loves this movie. She let her watch it. I don't remember how long ago it was, though, but this movie is so funny. I love it. This is a must watch. So you can't have Halloween without the Mistress of the Dark, Elvira. You just can't. Very fun. I love her dog. Her dog is so cute, and she's got like that little pink mohawk and stuff going on. I love it. Love, love, love it. But you guys should watch this. It's funny. It's funny, witty. She's so funny. She's sexual in the movie. It is a good movie. And she also has the other one, the Haunted Hills, I think it is. That one was after this one. And actually, I did recommend it in my witchy video. So if you haven't seen that, then either go back and watch it, or maybe it might be after this one. I don't know. I'm putting all these videos up as I can. So, but here you go, guys. This is, and then I am just going to recommend a couple things. Haunted history stuff. If you ever watch any of the haunted histories, that's another one I highly would recommend you watch, is the haunted histories. Also, if you really want to watch like a TV show or something, I recommend Charmed. I love this one, but I don't recommend the new one. I don't really care for the new one versus the old one. I like the old one better. It's just because it's the original, and I really have a hard time like following the story of the new one. I just feel like the girls are, I don't know. It's just a strange because they jumped into it, and I think it would have been done better if they were to like do Piper's family and Paige's family and Alyssa Milano's character's family. I just think, that they would have done better adding those up, because they have like a background story. And nowadays they don't have that background story. It's just like, oh, here's these girls, and they came from generations of generations of generations ago. And it's like, what? Like, and then they get into some political stuff in the beginning, and that's just my opinion. I don't like political stuff. This show was supposed to be fun, and yeah, it did have some things in there, but it wasn't like what they're doing now. Like right in the very first episode, the season 1, episode 1, it was just like hardcore. Yup, here I am. Like, it's like, whoa, you can't do that. Put that kind of stuff in there. There was too much stuff going on, too much to follow. I really just didn't like it. And plus, to be honest, I missed the other characters. I liked Leo's character, and I liked, Piper, and I did like, some of the other ones, even though they made them old at the end there, because I understand they probably couldn't bring it back like that. But I wish that they would have written them off a little bit differently in the in the season 8, the last episode. I wish that they would have been able to, carry on, like pick up the story where it left off, because it would have been a lot better. Or, like I said, make it Piper's family, the 2 boys, and then, like, that type, and maybe they had a girl, make it so it was just, it's hard to follow right now, and I really just don't like it. So I'm not gonna like suggest that one, but I am gonna suggest the one with Shannon Doherty, with Holly Combs, with Paige Matthews, which I can never remember her name to save my life, and Alyssa Milano. The main characters. I suggest those characters. I really liked those a lot. They were cool as hell, and um they're awesome. I love it. I really loved Shannon Doherty's character in it too, but like they killed her off, and it was like, ugh, my heart sank when they did that, because I really liked Shannon Doherty a lot. So, but anyways, um, I suggest watching Charmed. I also suggest maybe watching Vampire Diaries, because I really liked that show as well. And The Monsters, if you've ever, the original show, The Monsters, and also I would say the original Addams Family. Those are all shows that I would suggest you watch, and The Haunted History, if you want shows. I do have some of that stuff, but it's sitting over there on my shelf, and I didn't want to bring it out. I've got a mess going on with all this stacks. I'm gonna have to put away, but you guys, that is my Halloween revision for 2020's Halloween movie list. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it was a long one. There was a lot to go through, and instead of doing part 1 and part 2, I just decided to just do it all in one video. Okay, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did. If you'd like to see more movie recommendations, I can give you some more. I'm probably going to do a vampire one soon. I'm going to show you what movies we're going to be watching this next year, me and my mother-in-law, and then do like a little vampire one coming up here, so that you guys can see like what movies I did see and like and recommend. And I guess that's it for now. Also, check out my Instagram, check out Jennifer's Lair on Facebook, check out the Gothic Inspiration. You won't be sorry. If you're Gothic, then, check it out. But if not, you can just stick to Jennifer's Lair if you'd like. I think that's about it. Thank you guys all for joining me. Thank you guys for watching. Also, thank you for subscribing, liking, and commenting. And if you haven't already, please comment, subscribe, like. It would really mean a lot to me. And I know I said that backwards, but you know what I meant. Stay spooktacular, lovelies, and have a great evening or day whenever you're watching this. And stay spooktacular. Until next time, stay safe, be nice to each other, stay spooky, and stay spooktacular. And I'll see you next time on Jennifer's Lair. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.